Good morning. We are going to be doing this a little different today. We are at the kitchen table, and I wanted to do it early so that you could hopefully listen to it before bedtime, because last night we were a little late. So I'm going to read about the Good Shepherd. Good, keep working. The boys are working on their craft. So the craft today is they are making Lego crowns. So here's Jude. He's working on his. Here's Titus. He's working on his Lego crown. And Grace is coloring or painting a sheep. So, any ideas what we're going to read about? A crown and a sheep. So this story is called The Good Shepherd. David was a shepherd, but when God looked at him, he saw a king.
Mommy, my painting.
More painting. Look, get that color now. So Jude, who's the story about?
The shepherd.
The shepherd. And Titus, what's his name?
David.
David. And when God looked at him, he saw a king. Sure enough, when David grew up, that's just what he became. And David was a great king. He had a heart like God's heart, full of love. Now, that didn't mean he was perfect, because he did some terrible things. He even murdered a man. Jude, do you know what murdered means?
It's kill someone.
Killed somebody. He even killed someone. No? David made a big mess of his life, but God can take even the biggest mess and make it work in his plan.
My painting.
I need a new heart, Lord, David said. So even after David messed up, he knew he needed God. I need a new heart, Lord, David prayed, because mine is full of sin. Make me clean inside. God heard David's prayer. He forgave David, and he made David a promise. I will make you great, David, and one day a king will be born into your family, and he will heal the whole world. Who do you think that is, Jude?
Jesus.
Jesus. Did you know that David was a songwriter too, Titus? In fact, his songs were so good, they might have been in the top 40 charts if they'd been invented. David's songs were like prayers. They are called psalms.
Mommy, I can't.
You're doing so good. It looks good. Now do another one right next to it. So have you ever heard of psalms in the Bible?
Yes, that's what he wrote.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of those psalms. One of those is called the Song of the Shepherd, and it's probably number 1 on the psalm chart. And it goes like this. So here's David.
Mommy, I can't do it by myself.
Let me see. Look.
My
So
painting.
Titus has made a top of his crown, and he can put it on here, and then he can make another one.
Wait, why are you putting it on my Lego phone?
Just because we're making a crown. So then make another hump right here, and then make another one there. See? Yeah. All right, so this is the number 1 psalm. You ready?
My
For
painting.
fun. Goes like this. You ready to hear how the psalm goes, Jude?
Mommy.
Actually, Jude knows it. Titus, I think you know some of it too. Jude actually memorized it.
And I had to say it in Sparky class.
He got to say it in Sparky class. So it goes like, God is my shepherd and I am his little sheep. He feeds me, he guides me, he looks after me. I have everything I need. Inside my heart is very quiet as lying still in soft green grass in a meadow by a little stream. Even though I walk through the dark, scary, lonely places, I won't be afraid, because my shepherd knows where I am. He is here with me. He keeps me safe. He rescues me. He makes me strong and brave. So here are some sheep laying in the pasture. You see it, Titus? Yeah. He is getting wonderful things ready for me, especially for me. Everything I ever dreamed of. He fills my heart so full of happiness, I can't hold it all inside. Wherever I go, I know God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever. Love will go too. So I love that. Wherever I go, I know God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever. Love will go too. So even when you are going to places and things that you might be a little bit nervous about doing, God is always there. Did you know that, Jude?
No.
So last week, Jude had to have surgery on his arm because he broke it. And God was even with him when he had that surgery.
Actually, I didn't know that. I just wanted to make sure they knew.
Yeah. So God was with Jude, and God is with Titus and with Grace and with Coleman and Wyatt and who else? Harrison and Torin and James. Hi, James. And Mariah. Who else? Jonathan and Isaac and Isaiah and all the other friends that I forgot to mention. God gave David that song to sing to his people so they could know that he loved them and would always look after them like a shepherd loves his sheep. And one day, God was going to do something that would inspire thousands upon thousands of new songs. God was going to show his people once and for all just how much he loved them. Another shepherd was coming, a greater shepherd. He would be called the Good Shepherd, and this shepherd was going to lead all of God's lambs back to the place where they had always belonged, close to God's heart. So here's the Good Shepherd.
Almost done.
Here's some sheep over
One
here.
more piece.
On Lego crowns, and they're still working, but you can do this with any size Lego.
Lego head.
Here, let me see it, Jude.
I'm mostly done.
Yeah. Oh, that's good too, with the heads. That's creative. And Grace, but she kind of messed it up, but you can also just draw a silly little lamb real quick and let them paint or color or draw. All right, so Jude, what was today's story about?
Daniel the shepherd.
Daniel?
It was about
His
the
name
good
was Daniel?
Oh, no.
No, what was his name?
David.
David, that's right, Titus.
I was saying David.
And do you remember any of Psalm 23 from your Sparks?
Yes.
Can you save some of it?
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He leads me beside quiet waters. He guides me in paths of righteousness. He restores my soul. I forgot.
I know, I'm getting it a little mixed up too. I know you know that even though I walk that part.
Even though I walk through the shadow of the valley of tears.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today. I hope you have fun building a crown, or maybe you could even draw a crown. You could draw a sheep to remember that God is our shepherd. So I hope you enjoyed this video and that you join us tomorrow. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye. Put a Lego hat on.